Hey everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the Yeedi M12 Pro Plus robot vacuum slash mop. Yeedi did send this out to me to test out, and today we're going to take it for a little test drive. As you can see, part of that reservoir is already, a whole level down. So I've been using this thing and it is quite amazing. Let's get on with it. Now, just to cover a few things I like about it, this thing, just like any other robot vacuum, you turn it on, it leaves its base, it goes and does its thing, and it comes back to its base. This will return back to its base once it drops down to 15%. Now, from a full charge down to 15%, I found that this will run for several hours. Some things I want to highlight that I love about it, it will come back to its base, dump the dirty water into this reservoir in the back, and then fill itself back up with clean water while also cleaning the mop heads and drying them off. Yeah. Now in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the features, the app, and all that other stuff, and we're going to see it in action. You can control a lot of variations with this thing, how much it suctions, how deep the cleanse is, or whether you want something quick. So with that said, let's just go ahead and get into the app and see this thing in action. All right, here we are inside the app and we have the Yeedi all set up. It was very easy to set up. So we can just automatically start this thing and it will start to just go automatically. But let me take you through some aspects of the app. So first off, it has mapped my house and you can see it up here where I just showed you. It's over here to sleep, right? The last thing it cleaned was over here in the corner. That was the kitchen. I had it mop and sweep and do all of that. So yeah, that's still highlight of its last clean. Now, you might be wondering, why does this room look crazy, room 2? Well, that is because I had that blocked off. I didn't want it going in there, but it still mapped it out a little bit. I did not have it map the entire house. Some places I had closed off just because I got a bunch of stuff in there and I don't want it getting tripped up and wasting its battery. So it does a wonderful job mapping this house. In some cases, it will tell you the square footage that it mapped. Maybe it only does that when it's actually cleaning. It'll tell you the square footage that it cleaned. Now, another thing you can do, I can just make it clean a certain area of the house by going to zones and then just moving this around and telling it to go to a certain place. So this would be the dining room, this would be the foyer. I do want it to clean right here. We're going to test it out and see how well it does on tile floor and then go into a carpet rug and seeing how well it cleans that off. So we're going to demonstrate that. And then we also come over here and create scenarios. You can customize all types of things. So you can just come over here. You see, we can go to the room and we say, well, this room, I want it to do 2 passes. I want the suction power to be strong or on max. I want it, the water flow, if it's mopping, to be medium or a high. And come out of that. And you could just do just a bunch of different types of things. And it also apparently cleans furniture. I don't know how it does that. I'm gonna have to read the manual because I did not see that before. So let's get on with it. We're going to do something basic. You see this little bump, that's my front door. So we're going to just do this. And we're going to adjust this down there. We're going to make the width of the door. And this should pretty much be it. So let's go ahead and adjust something. So we wanted to vac and mop. What's this? Mop after vac. That's what I wanted to do. Did you hear that ding? That was the robot letting you know it changed some stuff. Water flow rate, I'm going to leave it at medium. We're going to do 2 passes. Suction power, I want it on strong. And we're going to do a deep clean. It just chimed again. Or maybe we should do max. Well, we know. Okay, well, let's do it on strong just so that we can regulate the noise and see what the noise will generally be. And let's go ahead and start it. All right, so here we are. It got me. I thought it was stuck for a second, but I guess it was just thinking, getting itself together. It also tells you in the instructions too, not to stand in its way, because it uses some type of radar to gauge and map things out. So before it gets over here, let's go ahead and run and look at this mat. Look how dirty it is. It's pretty dirty, all right? Pretty dirty. All right, here it comes. And we got a cricket over there too. We'll see how it does. And it automatically goes from carpet to hard floor. So it'll go from mop to vacuum. And I have it set to vacuum first and then mop versus doing them both at the same time. Did it get the cricket? No, it did not. It did not get the cricket. So it has this edge technology, but it ran into that thing there. Let's see how it handles that. I would say it did a good job going around it. Okay, so I had it stopped right here, pretty much. I could have brought that out a little bit more. And then there's a table there. Oh man, I was gonna say it'd been cool if it went under there. Someone knocked the keys down. Now that's fortunate. It didn't grab those. Alright, so now you see it's working itself in like a square. And I will say that it missed quite a bit on that rug. See, now for that, I will probably have to increase the suction. So I'm going to try to go into the app and increase the suction to see if that helps with that rug. So now you can tell it's significantly louder because I turned the suction up, but it finished with the map. But it's going to go and do this area twice. So we're just going to let it do its thing and we'll see how well it cleans it. Now I want to show you something else though. Let's check it out. It is better, but it's not perfect. So let's let it do its thing. It's going to do a second pass, and then again we'll see how well it does, and also see if it will get that cricket over there. I just went back over the rug. It looks like it's doing a better job. Alright, well, I'm gonna let it do its thing. Let's see. Yeah. Right there, it's still, you know, it's still, you know. Let me get out of its way. It's like, man, I'm trying to do the job, you in the way. It almost looks like it's struggling, but I think it's just getting the edges. That wasn't going to get it. I don't know what would. Other than a regular. I did do better. Definitely did better, but it still didn't get everything. Let's leave it be. Let's see if it gets that thing. Maybe that needs to be mopped up. So we're just gonna let it complete its thing because it hasn't started mopping yet, and then we'll come back. All right, it just stopped, and I think it's going to go mop now. Stop vacuuming. Or did it mop? I don't know. I think it's done. So that's another thing. It does have a built-in speaker, and it makes oh, I guess I didn't notice it. Oh, that's one way to go. let's follow. Just going through the chairs. It's pretty cool that it knew to slow down. Now, I did not see the mop heads extend out in any kind of way, so I don't know what it's doing. It does have a speaker built in, and it will announce what it's doing. And I didn't quite catch what she said. So let's see what it's about to do. Maybe it's going to dump, maybe it got full, who knows? Maybe it's going to get some water. Let's see. That water level is dropping, so it's, and I can smell it also, so it's filling itself up with some clean water. It looks like it's also charging a little bit while it's on the base doing its thing, so that's good that it takes advantage of any time it's on the base and charging. All right, just stop. All right, let's see what she does. All right. Oh, look. The cricket's gone. It got it. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. It's still there. I see it. Still there. So even though it's mopping, it knows that that is carpet, so it's not doing anything. Now, there we go. Now it's mopping. And it knows that that is carpet, so it's not doing anything. It mopped up the, oh no, I got the cricket orb. Moved, oh, it just spit the cricket out. There we go. It's mopping the cricket up. So, there's that. Well, we'll come back and see how it does, but now it's mopping. You can see those mop heads out. And yeah, it's gonna do its thing. All right, I just heard it say that it was going to return to the station now, so we can see how it did. Backing in like a pro. All right.
Start charging.
So there you go. It's going to charge. There we go. Now it's dumping. And you can still hear it. It's on 85. Is it on 85%? Yeah, it's on 85%, and it's saying that it's washing the mops, washing mop pads with hot water. All right, and I can do a deep wash and have a station self-clean. So there you have that. It washes really fast, as you guys can see the timer going down. And it ran for about 30 minutes, and so we see that the battery is at 85%. Now let's go take a look at the floor and see how it did. All right, walking back over to the floor, still a little bit wet, but not soaked at all. You guys could see that kind of shine, that sheen. All right, let's look at this here. This, I was not able to get this up. That is, yeah, it's I mean, still kind of wet, but that needs to be maybe scraped up. You need a brush. It was not able to get the cricket. The cricket was pretty much up against the carpet, but I still wanted to see, or the rug rather, I still wanted to see whether it'd be able to get it. I feel like it should have been able to get that. Now let's look at the rug itself. It didn't do a terrible job, but it didn't do a great job either. I'm going to use a regular vacuum and go over this and see what happens with that. So I have this Tenant commercial vacuum, and it's set on 1 for the lowest setting. because that's obviously low power carpet. We're going to go ahead and switch it back and start up. It's gonna get a little loud. It's gonna get a little loud, and we're gonna vacuum this up, see how well it does. Well, that was noisy to say the least. But if we take a look at this, it obviously did better, but it still didn't get everything. So that leaf has been really bothering me this whole time. I just knew something was gonna get that, but no. So yeah, obviously it looks a lot better. It's a commercial vacuum. This thing is like $1,000, but it still wouldn't get the cricket. What's going on? So I'm gonna sweep that up. Anyway, I think that that's a great comparison to show what that little robot vacuum is capable of, because even my commercial grade tenant here, you know, it couldn't it couldn't completely clean this rug. All right, so who is this thing for? I think it's for everybody. Everybody that has a house. If you got a floor, I think this is for you. It does a great job vacuuming, as we just saw. If you clean your house, clean your floors thoroughly once, this should have no problem maintaining it. And currently it's $359 on sale today. So if you're interested in this, the link will be in the description. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.